Aloha, everybody. It's Dr. Sierra here, coming back with another video based on some of the feedback that I got from my last video on the overview of how we can use herbal medicine, herbal remedies. I have my assistant, Baby Eckhart, with me. He's going to keep me on track, let me know how I'm doing timing-wise. So some of the feedback I received from the videos that I posted about the myriad of herbal remedies was asking how or what to plant for a home supply to kind of be prepared and start maybe making some home remedies, which I'm really excited that is my first feedback to respond to, because I've been advocating for years that everybody just have a few plants of your own that you can go and clip from for dinner. You're making a pasta and you can go and clip some fresh oregano, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme. The awesome thing about herbs is, for the most part, they're extremely low maintenance to grow. So they're pretty hands off. If you're living in a city or somewhere where you don't have much yard to work with or outside space, you can grow these herbs as houseplants. And again, you'll get the benefit. So first, I'm going to speak to what I would recommend my friends in Hawaii be growing if they're not already, which a lot of my friends are growing some plants of their own. But my girlfriend who asked for this sort of feedback, she is here on the Big Island. So I would be growing, or I am growing, and I recommend us here in Hawaii be growing turmeric for its anti-inflammatory properties. So you can add turmeric to everything. Super easy to grow. Just throw it in the ground. It makes beautiful flowers. Comfrey. Comfrey, you can grow it on the mainland as well, pretty much everywhere. It's like you just put it straight into the ground. The root has a reputation for knitting bones back together. So at one point I was living on a farm and I cut really deep into my toe, which normally maybe I could have stitched or at least done some super glue. And I put a comfrey cast on it using the root of the comfrey. And it's so amazing because it creates this sticky, gooey substance. You put it over the wound and it hardens and dries. So germs can't come in. It protects the wound. And it also, that plant has these properties that inspires more tissue repair. So it actually calls the skin cells to repair and heal themselves quicker. So I think it's really important to have comfrey growing as much as you can. Also, animals love comfrey. So if you have any kind of little animals hanging around, they love the leaf. So it's a win-win. Lemongrass is another easy to grow, but it needs to be outside for the most part. And it's yummy. You can make soups out of it. A lot of Thai cooking calls for lemongrass. Okay, so the not more powerful, but the strong volatile herbs that I would have for kitchen herbs, we think of them: thyme, oregano, and rosemary. So this is one of the resources that I love: Medical Herbalism, the science and practice of herbal medicine. So as a naturopathic doctor, I am trained in using herbal medicine, and a lot of what we study is the biochemistry of why the herbs work and the different compounds within the plants. So thyme, for example, has been used over time. It's very antimicrobial, and it's especially used for lung and respiratory infections. So if you're wondering which herb to start growing at home, go with some thyme. You can keep it inside as a house plant. You can plant it outside in the ground and just take little snips. A little bit of it goes a long way. And as most of us know, it's really good in our cooking. And if you need to, you can make a steam inhalation out of it and actually breathe it in and get the volatile oils, or is how you get the scent from the plant. That's the volatile oil. So this, what you're smelling when you're breathing in, you're actually bringing in those compounds into your respiratory system, and they'll make contact with the tissue of your respiratory system and have an antimicrobial effect. So that's why thyme has been used for so long in our cooking. It's these herbs that we are also familiar with. Am I running out of time? I'm running out of time. So these herbs that we're familiar with are a part of our lives for a reason. Humans, for thousands of years have used these herbs to help prevent and treat diseases. So I'm going to leave it there for now and take care of this little guy. I can do some separate posts on breastfeeding and herbs for that, but I'll leave it out of this post for now. So just a quick recap, get an herb, get to know farmers at the market, see what they're offering as little potted plants. That's a good way to know that those plants will grow in your climate. And in the meantime, get yourself some herbs as house plants, and you can start experimenting with cooking with them and making steams. I can do another video on a steam inhalation and how to use these herbs besides for cooking.